경기장 도시형.
I did it right that time, right?
Well done, good sir. Here we go. We've got Complexity MVP's.Drewbie spawning in the top right-hand corner. And we have his opponent, Liquid.Sheth, spawning as our purple Zerg. Spawning as our purple Zerg. And the map is, I believe, Darkness Falls?
I believe it is Darkness Falls, not Darkness Falls.
I said that because I was unsure.
It is.
I can't see the mini maps from over here, man. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that. I need you to start doing the maps for me, bro.
All right.
I see the tile set and I'm like, crevasse.
Actually,
No.
I don't think this is Darkness Falls. Now that I think about it, I actually think it's a different map. There's a tucked-in natural inside your base. I haven't seen this map. Guys, Pain User and I haven't been casting for a few weeks, so we're actually not too sure about the new maps that have been introduced, so I do apologize. We'll just call it Darkness.
I thought it was Darkness.
We'll just call it Darkness.
I honestly thought it was Darkness.
Yeah, we'll call it Darkness.
No,
Not Darkness Falls, Darkness. It's pretty black out here.
I'm just biting my finger right now. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Which one is this from the map pool?
I don't even think this is from the map.
No,
maker
it
tournament,
is, man. It is.
Is it really?
Yes. It is. Oh my god, the name is like floating in my head. I just can't. Anyways.
I haven't seen this map yet. This is actually really cool.
Yeah.
There's a Zelnaga tower in the middle here, which is actually blockaded off by... well, I won't say what that is.
I was just about
I don't think I've seen this map before, man. I really don't.
Moving right along.
Drone making its way down to the bottom. It's actually the peace sign.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The drone makes its way down to the bottom right, and Mr. Drewbie here.
God, I hate that whole thing.
What?
It's actually a peace sign. Like the movement to bring back the swastika. Those people are retarded. Excuse me. Throughout the rest
I thought
of
they
history,
claimed that that was their sign and that
no,
it
it
was
was.
reversed.
It originally was like a, what was it? Like a
peace sign.
No, well, yeah, but no.
And then
For what religion? It was like a Hindu
gosh, I don't know.
peace sign or something like that. Was it a peace sign? I don't know if it was necessarily peace, but it was like love and prosperity or something,
Sure,
or
sure.
hope or something like
And
that.
it was reversed by the Nazis when they...
Obviously. But for the
World War
rest
II.
of time, that image is going to be forever burned into the archives of history and people's minds.
So you're saying that it's wrong for the organization that originally thought of that sign to try to bring it back,
No, it's not wrong. It's right, morally,
right?
for them to try and bring it back.
So what's your point here?
Practically, it's wrong. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, they're in the right from a moral standpoint, because what they're doing is right at the end of the day. Like, it makes sense, but it doesn't matter that it's right. Because for the rest of eternity,
It will be forever
people
remembered
are
as
going
one
to
of the most
perceive
terrible
that
signs
sign
of all time.
as like the hallmark image
And
of the Nazi party.
Apparently, nobody sent that memo to the map maker.
I don't know why we're even talking about this right now.
You don't know what you're talking.
How did we even get on this?
These tangents, man.
Oh, God.
All right, here comes the Zerg. Let's get back to the real game at hand here. Sheth has gotten in with 6 Zerglings here. What is going on? Drewbie has nothing. Where's his wall?
He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble.
That Marine's
He's
going to go down. There
there's
comes
the
the
Hellions.
Hellions.
Okay.
So he will be okay. But he did have to pull his SCVs off the line quite a bit.
Oh, he's losing
One
an
goes down
SCV.
right there.
Might lose the mule or something else here. No, he will not. He saves it at the last second, but
Still, full
Why?
scout there.
didn't he wall off his front door?
Ooh, I love the Pocket Expo in the back.
Yeah, I was talking about that
Double
before. This
gas.
map has an expansion in the back.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's basically like Terminus, or not Terminus, Crevasse.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice indeed. But why hasn't Drewbie walled this off? What are your thoughts on that?
This map is actually like a better version of Cross. That's exactly what it is.
Better version of Crevasse?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like this is pretty much Crevasse without all the aesthetical stuff that makes Crevasse terrible.
Well, it doesn't have the rocks either that you can
The
break down.
aesthetical stuff that makes Crevasse terrible.
Oh, okay. You're referring to that.
Yeah. all that stuff.
I think that stuff is great because I'm Zerg.
True. Well, no. On Crevasse? That stuff's terrible for you. All the cliffs and the ledges and the siege tank
I'm not talking
positions.
about that stuff. I'm talking about the rocks.
Oh, well, I don't even think the rocks are necessarily good for Zerg on that map.
Actually, I agree with you. If they
Yeah.
didn't have the rocks there, then you don't have to break through
Yeah,
anything.
it's not good.
Yeah.
That map is not good for Zerg, I don't think. It can't. I don't know. I feel like that map in general is just really tough for Zerg because the positions that Terran and Protoss can get in mid are just so good, and you can't like get around them. You know, you can't really find a way to their base without engaging their army at some point. So it's like, it's tough.
Sorry, Tree Hugger. Out, please. Oh, okay. Tree Hugger was the name of the guy. Well,
Nah, Sheth was just calling somebody
Yeah.
a dirty hippie.
that's what I was thinking too. Talking about the map maker. Oh, man.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yes. Are you on my level right now?
I'm on your level, dude.
All
I'm with you.
It's good. It's good.
Our funny bones are.
Are they
Tuned right
vibrating
now.
at the right,
They're
the
tuned
same
right now.
frequency? What do you think Drewbie's going to do here, man? He's got a tank out here.
I think he's going to lose all these units.
It's pretty risky, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of. That's not a lot of units, actually.
It's like ridiculously risky.
He's actually going to siege up out here. He just finished siege mode. Sheth is about to overrun him with those 20 Zerglings
Yeah.
he's got.
I don't know what Drewbie's doing here. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish.
Although, he's got a second tank now.
Yeah, but at best here, he's going to get a spine crawler, right?
Right.
How close is Sheth on speed? That's actually kind of important.
It's about halfway.
Oh, wow. So it's going to take him a little while to get speed. Okay, at best,
He's going to kill all 4 spawn crawlers or force him back.
he might not even get the 4 spine crawlers, to be honest.
But he had forced Sheth to invest into a lot of Zerglings and crawlers.
Yeah,
so
but
that's what he's done.
Yeah, but it's not like siege tanks are cheap,
Yeah. So
know?
if
And
he
they're
loses,
vulnerable right
if he
now.
loses them, then that's
which he will. There's no running from this. He's not going to get back to base here safely.
So this is like one of those. Oh, you're sending my soldiers abroad and say goodbye to your wives and children at home.
Yeah, type deal, for sure.
All right.
They've already written their letters home. They know this is this is like Rico's Roughnecks, you know? It's like a small little band of Marines. And
Oh, those
Rico's
Zerglings
Roughnecks
coming
are
in.
getting overwhelmed at the moment.
Tell my wife I love her.
Oh, God. And this is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Sheth delaying for long enough with those spine crawlers to get a pack of Zerglings.
Yeah.
Large enough to just absolutely crush through that, and now he can just go on the offensive. He can contain Drewbie to 2 base, I think, at the very least here. He might force a cancel. He might even go for a Baneling bust, to be honest. He has so many Lings out on the field. He does have a Baneling nest as well.
I think he's actually going to try to tech out of this and go into Mutalisk because he's got a Spire down. He's saving up 600 gas right now, and he's going to try to run those Zerglings into the net here.
Too many tanks.
Yeah, there's too many tanks back at home, but he picks off the siege tank anyways.
Holy Lings, man.
Yeah, not bad. I think that was more friendly fire than his own Zerglings doing that.
God, tanks kills the Lings.
Also kill tanks pretty well too.
Well. Yeah, but anytime you're firing a single projectile and killing... Well, it's not even a projectile, is it? It's a hit scan, I believe.
A what?
Oh, you
It's
don't
a
know.
sh-
You
it's
don't
a
know about
shell.
all that like MMO stuff, do you?
It's a shell.
No. I mean, it is a projectile in real life, but in the game, I'm pretty sure siege tanks are a hit scan weapon. So like,
Oh, you mean like instant?
it leaves the cannon
Oh,
and it
yeah,
instantly
yeah.
hits the target. Like,
yeah, they are. You don't
Immediately.
see the projectile flying in the air.
exactly. So I guess like a projectile attack would be considered like a stock,
Yeah.
or
What are you trying to say?
what other?
I'm confused.
Huh?
What are you trying to get at? I'm confused.
No,
right
nothing. I was just correcting myself because
Oh.
I was calling it a projectile weapon, but I think it's hit scan.
Now.
So I was just correcting myself. Drewbie actually using a sieged tank as part of the wall here. Oddly enough,
Interesting.
I like that though. That's pretty cute, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty weak part of the wall if you ask me. It's only got 160 compared to a
Well, I
400
mean,
depot.
the wall at this point isn't really for anything other than forcing Banelings and Lings to run around the outside. And
Right.
now that he has tanks with siege mode,
Right.
I think that the necessity for a wall at the third really isn't as much there.
Okay, so it's just there.
But when he,
to be there.
I think you're 100% right though. When he moves out and he
It's gonna be
pulls
a
that
hole there.
tank away, there's going to be a hole there, and he's going to have to fill that at some point.
Patchwork. Anyways, here comes some mutas, and I said this before. Sheth is transitioning into mutas, and he's got a lot, man. He's got 7 more on the way. Drewbie has 2 turrets, so if he repairs these turrets, he should be able to keep them alive.
He's losing a few SCVs there.
Yeah, he lost 7 there for, I think, 1 Muta. So I think that was good for Sheth, who is also taking the opportunity here to double expand.
Grabbing a 4th and 5th. I really like that.
Yeah.
It forces Drewbie to make a decision on which one he wants to go for.
Yeah.
So even in the event that one of those gets killed, at the bare minimum, Sheth is going to come up +1 net expansions, which is great for him. And then also, it forces Drewbie to make a decision. You know, if Drewbie realizes, oh, okay, he's double expanding, he's either going to have to send a portion of his army to the 5th, and then send a majority of his army to the 4th, or he's going to have to send all of his army to one or the other.
Oh, okay.
If Drewbie tries to hit the 5th, that gives Sheth the opportunity to just counterattack, and it looks like Sheth's going to take out 3 turrets here at the natural.
And he didn't
damage being done right there.
And Drewbie didn't bother to repair the turrets either. Now he's got to remake new ones. And his SCVs were dying anyways. I don't know why. If he's not going to repair, you should run him away. But
I don't think he was even paying attention.
Yeah, well, he only lost 2 more, so that was kind of lucky on his part that the deflection from the glaive worms didn't kill off additional SCVs. But, man, Sheth is really running away with the game right now. And, we talked about this in the game with Sheth and Cats. If Sheth gets up to the macro game, he's very, very hard to kill.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sheth's a monster in the late game.
Yeah.
And his macro is just phenomenal. That's what makes Sheth so deadly. He's got great macro, and then he's real good in those midfield engagements. He'll oftentimes find a great position to hit from.
Did you spell Drewbie like that? What were you thinking? Nope. Just kidding. It was me.
Nope.
All right. Well, Sheth is a lot of tanks.
I like the way you spelled it.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
It's better.
It's an improvement to his name.
Oh, no.
What is Sheth doing right now? He just lost a couple of mutas.
Well, he is keeping the army at bay for as long as possible, and
that's really
forcing
risky.
stims.
That Drewbie's not sieging up any of these tanks.
Yeah, he could just lose everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground units here.
This is Sheth's chance for the counter, and Drewbie knows it. He's pulling his forces back here.
Yeah, he's got to siege up some of these tanks, so he's not leapfrogging at all. He's just going gung-ho, everybody on siege, and we're going out.
Sheth could just slam into him right now in any game. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I don't know what Drewbie's trying to do. He's running into the middle where the
counterattack from Sheth, though. He worked his way around the 3rd.
Oh, this is going to be brutal for Drewbie. He has no wall at the front, just raising a supply depot right now, but that could go down very quickly. The siege tanks all falling as well. And here comes some Marines coming back from Drewbie. Drewbie trying to come back here. He picks off the burrowed banelings. Very well done. And he does keep the wall up temporarily to allow him to get the Marines back in time, but now the wall is down, and Sheth is inside the main. He has surrounded some of the crucial production facilities and hasn't quite killed off anything of big importance yet. He picks off more burrowed banelings, Drewbie does, so that's very smart of him to drop the comsat down. He could have lost his whole army, and actually Drewbie not doing too bad of a job here of coming back and saving his base. Yes.
And the mutas are gonna the mutas are gonna get out of the main here without taking substantial losses. A couple turrets picking off a few stragglers there, but
do you think? I think Drewbie did a pretty good job there, all things considered.
Well, he did and he didn't. He brought everything back. He lost a handful of Marines to banelings that were burrowed in his main that were ready on the reverse, or the detonate there as Drewbie was coming back. He lost a bunch of add-ons. Furthermore, Sheth kept a vast majority of his mutas alive.
Right.
So really all Drewbie did right there was kill a handful of banelings and a ton of zerglings, neither of which are things that are irreplaceable to Sheth.
Well, I am speaking from the perspective that Drewbie could have lost everything. So, all things considered, he kept most of his buildings alive.
Okay, so what are you giving him a commendation for not losing the game?
Yeah, because that was a pretty drastic situation.
All right. So
and if you look at the supply, I mean, he's behind, but he's not so far behind that he's out of the game.
Yeah, for sure. So Drewbie wins the I haven't lost yet commendation. But look at his army. That's pretty scary.
Oh,
he doesn't have his tank siege, though.
Yeah, he does.
Here we go.
And here comes the banelings. The Marines have to run behind the tanks, but the tanks aren't even sieged up, so it doesn't matter. And the banelings are going through, but not bad. Yeah, good micro from Drewbie. Kept them spread out. But there's the Infestor. All those Marines are in the red, but the medevacs keep him alive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and dude, he's doing a good job of staying in it.
Not bad.
Yeah.
A bunch of tanks went down right there. 3-3 is on the way for Drewbie, though. If he can, what Drewbie needs to do right here is just explode. He needs to take a he needs to take a fourth. He needs to grab a few more Raxes, and it looks like that fourth is already on the way. And yeah, if there we go, a few more Raxes coming as well. If he can just really kick up the Marine production and get 3-3 finished, I think he'll be in a pretty good spot here. But
do you hear that? It's coming.
Oh, there it is.
It's actually,
Where is it?
I don't know where it is. This
Bottom
thing is
right.
huge. There it is.
Oh, okay. That's the second one.
Yeah, that's the first Nidus.
Where's the exit point?
Well, that's the exit point.
Oh,
this is
okay.
the entrance
There we go.
point.
There we go. There we go.
Again, your Nidus is confused there, buddy.
I use this thing.
This is the entrance, and this is the exit. Sorry.
It's true.
It kind of is.
That's pretty funny. Although I would say that the entrance is probably more similar than the exit. Anyway,
know.
the
It's
male
an orifice.
entrance and the female exit. Oh man, too much. Too much.
You're too much.
Too much,
You're
man.
too funny.
You too, man. You too.
All right. At least I didn't do a sexual innuendo, right?
That is technically. It is though. In a way.
Here comes Sheth. He's flying in. He actually didn't do that much damage. But all things considered, he is the one who's killed off 28 workers, and Drewbie's only killed off none.
Yeah.
Actually.
Very, very true.
I can't believe Drewbie hasn't killed off a single worker this game.
No, he hasn't. He actually hasn't done anything offensive the entire game. He's pretty much just playing defense from the get-go. But now that he has 3-3, you know, he's really kicking his production up. This is going to be a close game here. Whoever wins this next major engagement, I feel is going to be in a great position to win this game. But I've got to touch on something that you said earlier. Sheth is just expanding everywhere right now. He has full map control. He has Niduses everywhere. I love it. Drewbie keeps moving with his tanks unsieged. He's not leapfrogging at all. You mentioned this earlier.
God.
I'm just going to have to reiterate that. It's a big mistake on his part. And oh my god, that's so much resources worth of floors caught up right there. That is devastating for Drewbie.
Yeah.
They just get taken out immediately.
Yeah, that's like almost 1,000 in each resource just going down the toilet hole now. And the Zergling's going to be able to run inside. Yeah, sorry. I know it's not 1,000. But the Zerglings are now running inside the main. And Drewbie's walking everything back home.
Oh,
he's left the siege tanks completely undefended. Meanwhile, he's losing the third. He's going to lose. He's actually going to save his main pretty well here. As those investors
so many Marines trying to get up the ramp, though.
Yeah, Fungal Growth is really doing a beating, but the Medivacs are keeping the Marines alive. They're doing a good job with the Marines. Most of them staying alive right there. Meanwhile, some Zerglings have ravaged the third. The third is pretty much out of I mean, just out of order right now.
Literally is pretty much not mining at this point, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's taken such heavy economic damage throughout this game. Sheth continues to hit these run-by timings. He continues to circumvent Drewbie's army, catch Drewbie off guard. Drewbie has been playing a great game, but I feel like a lot of Terran players run into this problem.
What's that?
Build bunkers. They're so good.
That's a good point.
They're so good. If he had had 2 bunkers at his natural right there and a bunker at his third near the planetary and he had walled them all off properly, think how much, in terms of Zerglings, Sheth loses on those attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, and here we go.
Now this could be it, man. Here comes Sheth. He's flying in with the Broodlords, some Mutas. There's really no anti-air here except for the Thors. So the Broodlords by themselves.
I don't know why Drewbie's trying to fight this here. This is a complete and utter disaster. He needs to pull everything out of there. He should have pulled everything out of there.